Yo, what's good, YouTube? It is your boy Flyer69 coming to you guys today with episode 6 of the Philadelphia Flyers franchise mode. In this episode, we are simming the remainder of this season, and potentially we could be in a playoff spot. And I say potentially, you look at our record and you say, how the hell are you saying potentially in a playoff spot? Look at this piss poor division. We got the Hurricanes, the only good team in this division. Then a massive drop off, a 17-point drop between first in the division, the second, which is Columbus, with 51 points, 23, 21, and 5. Then third, which would be New York, 24, 24, and 2 with 50 points. Then us. We're in the mix of this playoff race because this division is so bad. Then you got the Rangers at 46 points. The Caps tied with the Rangers at 46. And the Devils and the Penguins. Penguins are rebuilding. So, I mean, this division is terrible. Goals for per game, we're the worst in the division at 239. Goals against, we are pretty decent, though. So, it's very, very weird that, you know, we are in a hunt for a playoff spot, even though we are not that good. It is very, very wild. And, I mean, just look at the Atlantic. That division is so much better. Literally, 8th place in that division. It would be tied for second with Columbus in this division. That's how bad this division is. But, hey, we have a chance to make the playoffs, and the Panthers are currently not in a playoff spot, and we have their pick. So that's a really good thing for us. Another thing I showed you guys, if you didn't watch the last episode, was all the teams at the bottom of the Metro are also at the bottom of the league. Like, look at the amount of teams right here in the Metro that are at the bottom of the league. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? 6 within the bottom 10, maybe 5. Actually, wouldn't that be 7? Wait a minute. My math could be wrong here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess that's 6. I would say, yeah, I guess that's 6. 6, I mean, Columbus is right there. I mean, they're not far ahead, but technically they're not within the bottom 10. But I mean, 6 teams within the bottom 10. That's how bad this division is. But hey, we have a chance to make the playoffs. Let's see what happens here throughout the remainder of the season. And before I get into this episode, I do have a story that took place last night in my own personal franchise mode, and boy do I just feel like I have to share this because this was funny as fuck. So I'm playing my personal franchise mode. I've said this before, it's a 36 team league. I added 4 teams. I'm one of them. My team's the Portland Thunderbirds that I made, and this is the second season. We're in contention for a playoff spot, and some things didn't go our way, but it came down to the last game of the season where we had to win. And how the point total structured is, if you get a regulation win, that's 3 points, overtime win, that's 2, and a shootout win, that's 1. So we needed an overtime win or a regulation win to make the playoffs, because we were 2 points back off of the Stars. And this is a 1 through 16 leagues. It's not the Eastern or a Western Conference. It's 1 through 16. So we needed to win that game. And the team we were playing against was the Toronto Maple Leafs. And this is where it gets really funny. I'm getting my ass whooped. And the Leafs won the Cup this season prior. Remember this. I'm getting my ass whooped. It is terrible. I am down 4-1 with 4.5 minutes remaining. Then something switches. And we just start scoring at will. Goal after goal after goal. And with 50-some seconds remaining, was it Logan Stanley? Yeah, Logan Stanley fucking snipes when we tie the game at 4. I fucking lost my mind. I was scoring at will. Goal after goal after goal. And then with 30 seconds remaining, after I tied it, Connor Bedard gets an absolute dish. And you'll see it right here. Gets an absolute dish and fucking buries it home. And we beat the Leafs. And we go on to the playoffs. That is just the typical Leafs. 4-1 choke job. I just felt like I had to share it because that was funny as shit. They choked 4-1. I felt like that was funny as fuck. Typical Leafs. And then we got bounced in the first round immediately after that. I mean, we got bounced quick in 5 games. We didn't last long against Winnipeg. But it is what it is. We made it, and it was just very funny that we beat Toronto. Anyway, also, I still need more players for that 42-team series. If you want to be in it, you want to see your player involved, make sure in the comments below you drop your name, your player type, your height, weight, jersey number, etc. Anyway, let's get into the simming now. Alright, let's sim up to The Winnipeg, convenient, Winnipeg on the 23rd. Morgan Frost does re-sign. Okay, that's a dub. We beat the Hurricanes handedly, 4-0 there. Okay, boys. And we drop one to the Caps, but beat the Ducks. Then we lose to the Jets. Lose to the Islanders. Okay, Bobby Brink is hurt until March. He'll be back. We lose to the Coyotes, but beat the Predators. Okay, how's the division shaping up right now? Does seem to me, the Islanders are getting better. I mean, division's not getting better. I mean, it's still very bad. But I guess Columbus might be winning more, I guess. We're 5-4-1 in our last 10. Travis Konechny is now our highest point getter. Something happened. Cutter Gauthier is not putting up as many points now. They're about tied, aren't they? They're tied? Tied? Yep, they're tied. Okay. I mean, do I want to mess with these lines? I would say so. Put Cutter with Couturier and Konechny. Farabee, Hayes, Phil the Thrill. Frost you have here with Tippett and Simmons. I guess this works. Alright, we'll rock with that. See what happens here. I mean, we scored at will last game against the Predators, so that was good to see. A lot of people want Rasmus versus the line for every reason. We lose 3-2 against the Jets. That's fine. When's the deadline? Oh, it's like right here. Okay. Sim up to his Leafs game and basically go to the deadline. 4-1 loss to the Wild, and oh my God, stop with the trades. And Bobby Brink is back in a 2-1 loss with the Flames. Yeah, we're just still not scoring, and we're now at the bottom of the division. Yeah, okay. The Blue Jackets and the Islanders have picked it up a little bit, so yeah, it is safe to say we aren't going to make playoffs now, which is okay. It's fine with me because we're still in a rebuilding phase. Like I said, I wouldn't really give a shit if we did make playoffs or not. It would be cool, but yet again, Florida's not good, and we need guys that are going to help us in the future get over the hump. We need franchise guys, and this is a good draft class, and we potentially might have 2 top 10 picks with how things are shaping up right now, which is fantastic. We obviously got our eyes on Berkeley Catton, however the fuck you say his name. Clark Caswell as well will be right there. Yuri Brizgalov might be a player we might be able to take here if we're within the top 3. Is Florida still bad, or are they going on a nice little run here? They got a little better. The Bruins have fallen down tremendously, but the Panthers have gotten better. They have gotten better. So that's not good for us. They could be in a playoff spot very soon. That's not good at all. Okay, send this Toronto game. We beat the Leafs 4-2. Okay, good for us. Bobby Brink, I want back in the lineup. He'll play 4th line. It don't really matter. Put him there. Boom. Put him at Hathaway. I mean, Brink's not had a bad year. I mean, it's actually been better than Tippett, I would say, right? Nah, they're about the same. Put Tippett 4th line, fuck it. Defensively, York's doing really well. We already went over this last episode, but Sanheim's dropped off a bit this season, and Stanley hasn't been good. Risto hasn't been bad, though. We don't really have any other choice there to really replace him with, so we have our hands tied there. Alright, now let's go into the trade deadline. Oof. That's not good ticket selling percentages right there. Okay, let's see what we got here going into Sergei Bobrovsky. Flyers legend. It stinks that we traded him, though. It is what it is. Holy shit, Mackenzie Blackwood got the bag. Burakovsky, Oscar Lindblom, Ilya Mikheyev, Gavrikov, Jeff Carter, Colin Miller, Rasmus Ristolainen. I am willing to trade Risto if there is a trade market. Simple as that. I mean, 2/3. All right, we're trading Risto. Fuck it. Where do I want him to go? That's my thing. Where do I want him to go? I'm not sending him to Pittsburgh. No. Because that will backfire. Not happening. And plus, their shit, they shouldn't want him anyway. Yeah, he hasn't been bad this year, so. Okay, Ottawa, I mean, let's pair up with a different team because I've traded with Boston before. I guess I want 2/3. That's basically whoever gives me the best offer is what I'm going to take. I don't really want Kapanen. Don't really want Pittsburgh to get him because that will backfire and bite me in the ass. I would like to try and get a pick for next year for the 3rd round. I mean, we're just going to have to deal with Boston here. Trade Rasmus versus the line to Boston. Have them just, go in the dumps even further down with their cap hit. Let them take the suffering. I don't give a shit. Alright. He should not be on our team no more unless something happened there. Is he gone? EA? Is he gone? What the fuck, EA? Okay. What the fuck? Alright. Defenseman. It's typical, yeah. Hit accept the trade, and it doesn't go through. It's EA Sports for you. Accept trade. The fuck? What? Oh. Okay. What is going on? Alright, we're gonna do it this way. Ristolainen, go with Boston. The picks. A third for this year. A third next year with Detroit. You... What? Huh? I am so lost right now. They don't want to do this now? Alright, fuck you. We'll send them to Minnesota. Not my problem. Not my problem. You don't want it? Fine. Or we sent... No... I don't... I mean, I'll take 2/3, but I want one for next year. That's the thing. I mean, I could probably fix that trade to say I want a third next year instead of this year. I could probably do that. I mean, Buffalo's actually pretty good this year, so... Oh, they don't have a third next year. Alright, well... We're going to do what we have to do. Get 2/3 for this year. We'll take it. Buffalo... He goes right back to Buffalo. I just realized that. Rasmus Ristolainen goes back home to Buffalo. Ain't that fitting? Oh, I just realized. I'm a little slow, if you didn't know that. Just a little wee bit. Alright, but Rasmus Ristolainen, you are, yet again, a Buffalo Sabre. Okay, anyone else here I want to trade that has high value? I'm not going to do the Anthony Mantha move. It just wouldn't make sense trading a young guy after we get the new coach next season, you know. It wouldn't necessarily make sense to maybe trade him away where he can be better under a new system. Wouldn't you think that'd be pretty dumb? And then get a guy who we'd have to re-sign anyway, so. And he'd probably want a lot of money, so. Doesn't really make sense. So we're going to trade Phil the Thrill. As much as I love the son of a bitch, we can get good assets out of him. I think New Jersey was going to give us a third and a sixth. And the third's next year, so I do like that. Not trading him to Pittsburgh. No. We could trade him to Tampa. That would probably be a good move, actually, trading him to Tampa. I actually like that. A third and a fifth next year. It's cool with me. Just gathering assets. A lot of assets. A third and a fifth for Phil the Thrill. Clear up a little bit of cap space. I mean, he hasn't even really been that... I mean, he's been okay. But he hasn't really been expected... Like, what I expected from him. So, I mean, it is what it is. We'll take this trade with Tampa Bay. Phil Kessel is now a Lightning. Yeah, we're throwing in the towel for this season. I mean, we're gearing up for next year. Holtonen, I mean, he hasn't really progressed much. I mean, his offensive awareness has gone up a bit. His shooting stats, I can't really tell if they got better. He got a little faster. I know that. But we're going to sign him for the AHL next year. I do know if you do sign them to the AHL, they do progress faster. They do. Tarasenko in that is cursed. Vladimir Tarasenko is a Blackhawk. That is just cursed. Jeez. That is just weird. Very weird. Just any player. Yeah, I was about to say, if Comrie had a good trade value, I would have done it. Or looked, at least. Is there anyone here? Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't really want to trade anybody else, personally. I don't really want to trade Provorov. Don't want to really trade Hayes, nor Sanheim. Obviously not York, not Konechny, not Farabee, not Frost, not Brink. I think I'm content with how the deadline's gone. Just wanted to see if there's any good players we can just scoop here real quick for literally nothing. Nikita's like, oh my fucking god, Vegas, fuck off. Jason Dickinson, good for you. Don't care. Get Wah. I mean, he's 29 years of age. It don't really matter. Tucker Pullman, Andre Casa. This might be not a terrible move. His value shouldn't be that high. I'm not getting rid of a third for Andre Casa. Okay, I am not doing that. You're smoking crack. Holy shit! Look at the picks we got. We got 2 firsts. And 1, 2, 3, 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 third-round picks. I mean, we have all the assets here, but golly. 5th. Oh, yeah, we're going to have to give up more than that. Okay. Yeah, we're going to have to give up a little more than that. Yeah, no, we ain't gonna do it. All right, let's back out of the trade deadline. No reason to be staying here no more. We did all the moves that we need to do. We're in full tank mode from here on out. We just need Florida to continue to suck, or not continue because they've gotten better. We need them to start sucking again. There we go. We need them to start sucking again. We do win back-to-back games there with Toronto and Columbus. We do. Okay, I do want to see these lines now without Phil or Rasmus. So Bora will be playing defense now every night. Put Cutter Gauthier there. Put Hayes down the middle. Put Tippett up there. I think that would, or put Bobby Brink up there. Get him playing with some good players. Tippett can go here. Let's put Forrester here, just for shits and gigs. That works. Dermott, I want York there. All right, that works. I just want to see Hart stats. They're still great. 922 and a 242 goals against. And yeah, I mean, the goaltending's not been a problem. It's just everything else. There's just not a team around Hart or Comrie. I mean, Comrie's played very few sample size, but I mean, he's been very good when he's gotten the chance. 5-2 win there against the Islanders. A 7-5. It's like when we traded Phil Kessel, our goal scoring went up. That's pretty funny. Kevin, I mean, he's young. He could be something. Let's claim him. Let's claim him. Oh, we dropped a game there. Okay. Oh my God. I would like to use that young player, Kevin Ball, from Jersey. I would like to use him because that could be a good player for the future. All right, let's get him. I don't think it's in the NHL because usually that sends him down to the minors, right? Yep. All right, let's bring him up. Actually, I really do like that move. He's 23 years of age. He could be nice in a couple seasons' time. He could be. He very well could be. All right, let's put him here, right there. All right. I mean, do you want to pair him up with Travis Sanheim? That might help his development, but Sanheim hasn't been great this year. And we'll do so. Why not? All right, let's just do that, and let's continue to sim. Alright, oh shit, almost knocked over the microphone. Alright, let's continue to sim here. Let's sim up to this Panthers game here. I just want to see what they're getting a little better, but they've fallen back. I just look, oh, we're winning again. Okay, we get 2 wins there, then we lose to the Caps, we beat the Lightning, and we beat the Blue Jackets, we beat the Penguins. I feel like every time. Oh, alright, hold on now. I just saw something. It is potentially possible. It's a long shot, but it is possible that we can make the playoffs. It is possible. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but it's potentially feasible and possible. We are only 6 points back. The offense is firing now for whatever reason ever since we got Phil Kessel. Probably because I put Cutter Gauthier on the first line. I probably should have done that a while ago. And it's starting to really click. Really well, actually, because he's got 54 points. He's playing phenomenal right now. Couturier, I think that's really helped him and Konechny pretty well, and that line's buzzing right now. Second line, Hayes has gone up a couple overalls. I don't know if the second line's gotten any better, but how about Bobby Brink? He's 29 points. He's doing all right. How's Tyson? I mean, Forrester we can probably mess with. We can probably drop him down and put Wayne Simmons on the third line there. Defensively, Sanheim's gotten better. Dermott's been really well this season. Kevin, I mean, he's been phenomenal. Ever since he's gotten here in Philly, he's been great. Let's go. And he had a really good start in New Jersey. I don't know why they got rid of him. So that was actually a steal. Yeah, now you guys might bitch and moan to me last time because I saw that one comment. Why are you bitching? You don't know how to tank properly. Well, no, because I also want to give myself a potential chance in the future to have some solid players if I can get the chance. I'm not trading my whole fucking team. I did that with Chicago, and look what happened. It took us 6 fucking seasons. Now, if NHL 23 wasn't right around the corner, I think it would have probably ended differently, but it wasn't. So, yet again, I don't want to go 6 seasons till we make the playoffs, but we're still in a rebuild, so I still think what happened last season was still good for us. We still got a pretty damn good prospect in Casper Holton. It might take him a little bit to get the NHL, but he's going to be a nice-ass player. And where we're going to be this season, we're going to find out the remainder of the season because we're starting to win here a little bit. All right, I want to see Panthers. I know they're at the bottom of their division, but are they top 10? I don't think so. I don't think they're top 10 right now. The Penguins are the worst, the Rangers and the Blackhawks, the Canucks, the Devils, Vegas, us, Columbus, New York. Florida's, they're probably like 12th. They're around 12th. Okay, that's not bad. Alright, that's still pretty damn good. That's 2 lottery picks. Why I can't be bitching. I'm very pleased with that. But we are currently in a race for the playoff spot. Coyotes, look at them go. Alright, let's just sim up this Coyotes game. This actually game, I was going to say, this is a game I actually want to win and beat the Panthers, and we don't win. Okay. So, sim to this Rangers game. I just can't believe how bad the sims are for the Rangers. They get literally no good sims at all. We do rape the Arizona Coyotes. Yeah, we're basically out of the playoff race now. We're a little too far back. That's fine. Like I said, it's whatever. We got back-to-back here approaching with the Sabres. Did we beat the Rangers? We get a point out of that. It's a shootout loss. Konechny's now got the most points on the team. Let's just sim these back-to-back games. We do beat the first one, beat Buffalo in the first one, then get our asses handed to us in the second one. Columbus, they're not good either. They're not good. Capitals and the Islanders have switched places. Now the Islanders, they're really starting to click. They're getting their shit together. Capitals, they're still meh. Playoff wise, it does seem to me. I mean, Panthers are still in it. They are definitely still in it. I need the Panthers to not get a playoff spot. The Canadians and the Red Wings have a game in hand. That is good for us. And the Panthers are 2 points back. Keeping an eye on this because we really want that pick to be a lottery pick. We really would like that to be a lottery pick. All right. Can the Panthers please flop? Please, please, please. All right. In the West, Sabres are the best in that division right now. As of right now. Good for them. Who even is on that team to make them the best team within that division for now? Toronto will probably pass them before the end of the season. Tage Thompson's an 88. Trevor Moore, Jeff Skinner, Alex Tuch, Dylan Cousins. Alexander Barbanoff, Ryan Strome. Okay, this team's actually pretty nice. Defensively, yeah, they did get Risto back. How's Risto done since he's gotten there? He's done pretty decent. Good for Risto. Owen Power, Jokiharju, Zub. In net, they have Billy Who. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see why they're doing good. They actually have a pretty good team. I'm not surprised that they're doing that well. Okay, I'm not that surprised. We do beat the Blue Jackets, but they're still going to be better than us, so that's cool with me. And the last game of the season, we are taking on the Metropolitan Division winners, the Carolina Hurricanes. Do we beat them? We do not. We lose 5-3, and we end the season at... I'm just going to sim to when playoffs start here. It'll tell us here in a second. Okay, 41 sellouts. Good luck. And we finish 37, 40, and 5. Were we worse this year? I don't remember if we're worse this year or not. I don't remember what our exact total was last season. The Colorado Avalanche win the President's Trophy, then the Hurricanes, and the Leafs. So yeah, I was correct. The Leafs did take the first place back in the Atlantic. All right, let's see. Did the Panthers make the playoffs? They did not. That's great to see. That's 2 lottery picks we have coming up into this draft. That is fantastic. Let's fucking go. All right, that's 2 lottery picks. Detroit made the playoffs. Montreal made the playoffs. Tampa missed. Interesting. Ottawa was the worst in that division. Let's check out actually all the divisions. Obviously, the Metro, Carolina first, Islanders second, Capitals third. I mean, the Metro got better. It got better since we started this video. It got better, but man, it was still probably the worst division, probably more than likely. Pacific Division. Oilers win it, then the Flames, then the Kings. Actually, if that happened this year, I wouldn't be too shocked. Actually, I would be kind of shocked because Vegas probably shouldn't be that bad. Seattle just right outside. San Jose had a pretty decent year. So did the Ducks. Central Division. All right, so 5 teams from the Central made it. The Avalanche, the Wild. How about the start of the season for the Wild? 0 goaltending and defense for them so far. These next 2 seasons for the Wild might be a little rough. It might be a little bit rough because cap, circumcision, and everything. They're having it a little tough. It might be tough over there. The Central Division was pretty strong. I mean, this was a pretty damn good division. A really good team like St. Louis missed the playoffs because of 2 wildcard spots. If this was 1 through 8, they would have made it. Yeah. That stinks for them, but Winnipeg and Dallas made the playoffs, and the Coyotes didn't have that bad of a year, and the Blackhawks were the worst in the league. Okay, where are we projected right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th. We're projected to be at 7th best odds for the first overall pick. We finished the year on a 261 goals for, 263 goals against. And power play, we were 16. I mean, some of these stats we got better. Goals against stayed about the same. Penalty kill, it was all right. I mean, the goals for went up even after we traded Phil Kessel. You would think it would have went down, but no, it did not. Couturier ended with the most points on the team. Good for Couturier, I guess. I guess putting Cutter Gauthier rejuvenated Couturier and connect. I wouldn't say connecting, but kind of got Couturier back going again. Hayes, 51 points there. Who had the most goals? I think it was Yeah, it was Cutter. It was Cutter Gauthier with 27. Farabee, 43 points, 7 goals, 36 assists. Frost, did he have? I wasn't sure if it was a step down, but I thought it was. It was a step down from last year. Cam York had a very solid season, 31 points with a plus 19, 9 goals and 22 assists. He was very solid. Bobby Brink, not a bad year. Not a bad year. Was this his rookie year technically? Yeah, this is his rookie year. So he wasn't bad. Owen Tippett, Provorov was solid this year. He's probably our best defenseman. Actually, no, York was our best defenseman. What am I talking about? York was definitely our best defenseman. Sanheim, I'd like to see that. I would like to see him be better. Garnet Hathaway, I mean, I didn't expect him to put up a lot of point totals. He was, supposed to be our tough guy. Travis Dermott was a fantastic signing. And then, do we have him? Yeah, we have him again next year on that cheap deal. So that was pretty good. Forrester at 11 points in 49 games. Logan Stanley was okay. I mean, he was nothing fantastic. Ball was a great pickup through waivers. That was fantastic. Yeah, Konechny had the second most. Only two players had over 20 goals. That is a little bit of a problem. Just a little bit. I want to check Carter Hart's stats. Yeah, let's go check that real quick. Carter Hart's stats on the season. What do we got here for Hart? He finished at a 923 and a 244 goals against. I mean, literally all we have to do next year is build a kind of mid-team around Carter Hart, and we could potentially make the playoffs, because with the way he's played the past 2 seasons, the dude's been a stud. Let's go back to the stats. Let's go back. Look at the stats he's had the past 2 seasons. He's been phenomenal. 923 and a 244 this year. Last year he had a 914 and 272, and that was with a worse defense. And he got better this year with a slightly better defense, as expected. He played 68 games, though. That's a lot. But still, even with a he had 8 shutouts as well. I mean, the dude was on form this year. There is a chance he could have won Vezina. I mean, he could have. There is probably a possibility that he did. I mean, he had a hell of a year. I'm very proud of Carter Hart. That's my boy. We need him to be playing like that in real life. Holy shit, what a year he had. We need him to be doing this next year. Hopefully, build more of a competent team around him, maybe. Hopefully, we'll see what happens. Let's start simming a little bit along. Ooh, I want to check the prospects before I do that. We're ranked right around 7th with our pick, and probably I'd have to guess 13th, 14th with Florida. Probably guess, so we'd be picking around 7th. So it'd be more than likely we'd have to take Berkeley Caton. Is it Caton or Caton? I don't know. I really don't know what it is. I should probably scout him as well. Dahl, I should probably scout. So, more than likely, we're going to have to take Berkeley with how it's all looking up. I think we're going to be stuck with Berkeley. And then, right around when we're picking with Florida, we're going to need to figure out some of these guys like Pillman, Halverson, LaRue. Was there any guys down here that were like studs, that were like NHL ready players? There always is some. There's always guys that are like NHL ready players next year. I'm not seeing any right now. I'm gonna go scout real quick and go and try and scout some players. We have a shit ton of picks this year, so I'm gonna have to scout. I'm gonna go need to scout real quick. Alright, we're done with that for right now. Just keep simming along a little bit further, because I'm going to need to go do it again relatively soon. Let's see how the playoff results look. We got a battle off Alberta in the second round, and then you got the Avs and the Wild, and then you got the Islanders and the Hurricanes, and how about the Maple Leafs getting dropped off in the first round, and the Bruins, Red Wings, and Caps. So you got a Hurricane... You got a Canadiens and Sabres second round. How about that? I mean, the Sabres are a damn good team this year, but the Maple Leafs getting bounced out of the first round. Oh, typical Toronto. What can I say? They're always getting dropped. Always choking. Even choking in my my personal franchise mode. It's just Toronto. They just can't get a way around it. There's chokers at heart. They choked with the Blue Jays. And it just feels like I'm piling on Toronto, acting like I hate them. I actually like Toronto. I like the Blue. I do have a little bit of. I like the Blue Jays, but I have a little bit of resentment against them for 1990. I wasn't 1993 World Series. I do have a little bit of hate against them for that, but yet again, I wasn't alive for that, so I really shouldn't. But I do. I remotely like the Blue Jays and the Leafs. I like the Leafs. It's just very fun. Just poke fun at them. I mean, it's very fun and easy. It's very easy to do. There's really, yeah. I determined I do not need to scout really any of the Canadian leagues because they're all kind of mid or trash. Or besides, if I wanted to figure out the good ones, I already figured them out anyway. So it's like, don't really matter. All right, now I gotta take off all these guys. Gotta do this again. Jesus Christ. Boom, 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 boom. Get that one done. I gotta do that. Ooh, did we figure out anybody though? Did we like figure out anyone in Russia? No. No? Okay. We're gonna have to go and do individually now with the players, ain't we? Jesus. That's the shitty part about the end of the season. The scouting goes up. The amount of scouting you're gonna have to do goes higher. This guy doesn't look that great. How's it about that? He looks mid too. Both mid and midder. SHL. As long as we figured out Dahl, he's a top 6 forward. Alright, so yeah, we're not going to get him. He's a top 6 forward. We basically have our eyes set on Katon. Lindgren, is he? I mean, he's a top 6 and nothing too crazy. Alright, get our eyes on Robert Ekman. Now, how about Harvardson? Keep an eye on him. I guess him as well. Need to look at Dansk as well. That would be for the other scout. Yeah, that should be for the other guy. Alright. Yeah, get the other scout looking at him. The amount of button smashing you guys are hearing right now, I mean, this is how it goes. It's how it be. Jesus Christ. And they always do this shit. They always do this. Do Pushor and McNeely here. There's a lot of goaltenders in this draft. There is a lot, and we do not need goaltending, so that is, I would say it sucks, but it really doesn't because we don't need goaltender. We have our goaltender, so can't say it sucks. It's a good thing. We'll do Dice, and we'll just do that Owen guy, I guess. Or Brewer. We'll do Gary Brewer. Why not? And just take everyone else off. Oh, man, boys, when I tell you, the day I'm recording this, it is game. I think this goes up the day after I'm recording this. So, it's game 1 of the NLCS for the Phillies. And, boys, let me tell you, I am fucking juiced for the Phillies. Fucking juiced. I am ready to go. I'm waiting for them bastards. I've been waiting years for this. 11 years for them to make the playoffs. And I couldn't believe it when they did it. I mean, man, I am fucking pumped. And I am ready to go for that game tonight. They're going to... Prediction, they beat the Padres in 5. This could be me just being a cocky Phillies fan. It's very much... It's definitely the case. Just me being a cocky-ass Phillies fan. That's definitely what it is. Definitely. What happened to my other La Liga scout? I had another one, did I not? What the fuck? I had another one. I passed over him like a dumbass. Oh, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense. Is Jaffrey any good? No. Okay. Take everybody off. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, good enough. Yeah, good enough. We're good enough on the scouting there. Just keep simming along. Conference final prediction. Well, obviously the Oilers. I'm going to say the Avalanche get back there. Hurricanes and the Sabres. A little bit of boldness here. Alright, let's sim along. Was I correct? No, I was not. And I was dead wrong on both sides. Holy shit, I didn't get a single one right. I did not get a single one right. Damn, that's tough. And the Islanders win the Stanley Cup. Okay, we simmed a little too far out. Fuck. A little bit too far out in front. Alright, it's whatever. Yet again, we're picking around 7, so Katon looks and seems to be the guy we're going to take. This guy doesn't look like he's going to be anything too crazy. So it definitely looks like Katon we're taking here. Don't know this guy. Joe West. Is that... Oh, I'm thinking of the umpire. Yet again, we're picking right on... So it might be Cade Siggy, we call him. It might be Siggy. Could be Lindgren. Halverson ain't that bad, but he's very similar to them. Pillman, I would like to figure out Kovalchuk, but he probably won't be as... any better than the guys that we already looked at. There isn't that one guy that always in every draft that is ready to go in like a year or two, and he's right around the second round. I have not found that guy. It does not appear to be that guy unless he's one of these, and I'm not really looking at him. That could be a potential possibility. Definitely could be a possibility. Alright, well, fuck it. We're not going to figure out anyone else's potential from here, so might as well send to the draft. Alright, where am I? And Tucson Roadrunners win the Calder Cup. That's the Arizona Coyotes. Good for them, I guess, but fuck the Coyotes, I guess. What the Coyotes do to me to deserve that? They did nothing. Sorry, Arizona. You should probably be relocated, though. Yep, probably. Alright. Will we land the first overall pick? Completely doubt it. Will we land 7th? That is a question. Will we jump up? Will we move down? That is a possibility. Do we jump down? Do we move up? How does this look? Where will we pick in the draft? And where will we pick with the Florida pick? That's another one. We have 2 lottery picks. Where will we be picking in this draft? I'm going to open my eyes in 3, 2, 1. We are picking at 8th and 14th. So we drop down. Of course. What the fuck? Seattle jumps up from 13 to 3rd. The Devils jump from 4 to 1. The Penguins, well, that's good to see. The Penguins drop from 1 to 2. Good. I'm happy to see that. And the Rangers drop from 2 to 4. Oh, that made it even better. At least it wasn't just me dropping down. Knowing that the Rangers got fucked and the Penguins, that makes me feel a little better. But knowing the Devils got bailed out yet again, that's not making me happy. Yeah. I guess that's a consequence. Vancouver dropped. Obviously, Chicago, Vegas, us, Columbus. Yeah, alright. So we have the 14th pick and the 8th overall pick. So more than likely, we're going to be taking Katon. Yeah, more than likely. Just definitely seems to be the guy that's going to be ending up with us because really no one else around that range does seem to be as good as him. And that's still a damn good pick. And so hopefully we don't get, bamboozled. The teams in front of us take our boy Berkeley. They might not. I'm not sure. Let's just hope that no one does take him. You never know at EA. They might hit you with a curveball, and they might take the guy that you're not the guy you want. They might take him. That is very much possible. That is an EA move. And before we end the episode, I want to go through the awards before we end it and start the draft for the next episode. Stanley Cup was the Islanders. Presidents was the Avalanche. Oilers was the Clarence Campbell. Obviously, yeah, we already know this. Art Ross goes to Mitch Marner. Mitch the bitch for the Art Ross most points at the end of the season. He also got the Hart, the MVP. Good for Mitch going out there and winning the MVP. And it wasn't Austin Matthews. Good for him. Eric Carlson with the Norris. Lady Bing goes to Pasta. The Calder goes to William Eklund. The Conn Smythe. The Brock Nielsen. Nelson, not Nielsen. Vezina Trophy. That's Ilya Sorokin. Okay. I might have a problem with this. I understand they went to the playoffs on a good year, but I might have a problem with this. I understand he probably had a good amount of wins. Got to compare the stats before I get a little too pissed. Wild win the Williams Jennings. Hacken and Pa wins Masterson. The Kings coach wins Jack Adams yet again. Interesting. 2 years in a row. And the Selke goes to Kopitar. Ted Lindsay goes to Mitch the Bitch and the Maurice. And now that makes sense. Last year was a little bit of an oddball result there. Mikko Rantanen. Austin Matthews wins the Maurice Richard. Okay, that makes sense. But now I might have a bone with the pick with EA. Obviously, I'm going to be biased and say it should be Carter Hart, even though he didn't have a lot. He didn't have more wins than losses. I understand that. How was Sorokin's? That is a damn good year. That is damn good. Okay, that's justifiable. Okay, yeah, all right. Yeah, Sorokin deserved it. I mean, Hart should have been top 3 contention, 1,000%. He definitely should be a top 3 contention for that, 1,000%. I just want to check. Would he have been top 3? I mean, I'm assuming he is. Goaltenders, minimum 20 games. We're looking at save percentage here. Wallstedt had a lot. All right, well, go to 30. Sorokin, Ottinger, and Hart, and then, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. You could also argue Gorgiev should be higher than Hart. But, okay. Freddie Anderson also had a good year. He had a lot of wins. Alright, well, obviously I'm going to be biased when I say Carter Hart should have been top 3. He had a hell of a year behind that shitty team. Obviously, I'm going to be biased. Very obviously. It just makes sense to be biased and say he should have been top 3 or should have won the Vezina. But anyway, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. You're not going to miss this next episode because we have a shit ton of picks. And what are we going to do with the Florida pick? What are we going to do with our pick at number 8? It's going to be very interesting. What about the second round, third round picks? We have a shit ton of them. Do we flip them? Do we pick with them? Who knows what I'm going to do? That is the thing. I have no idea what I'm going to do. It's going to be a very interesting draft. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. I'll see you guys in for the next one.